Hello friends, welcome back to Sam's Everyday Cooking and to another episode of delicious cooking. And today it's Osso Bucco. Simple to make, it takes a little time, you need patience, but believe you me, it's worth the effort. So let's begin with all the things that we have over here. So we have, this is Veal Shanks. It's 700 grams and I'm using 2, which is plenty for 2-3 people. With this we have a really rich mutton stock, and it's 3 cups of this. It's been I've made it at home, and I think in my previous recipes you might be able to find the recipe for mutton stock. Now I have some cherry tomatoes. These are a little bit overripe and that works very well with this recipe. So we have the trio, the mirepoix, onions, carrots, celery. Now traditionally Osso Bucco doesn't have red chili, but we are Indians and we like a little bit of spice, so I'm taking a really spicy hot red chili. With this we have some spices as well. We have a cinnamon, we have some cloves, a couple of black pepper and star anise. Okay. Then we have tomato puree, and this is a really nice tomato puree that we are getting in the market now, and it's really rich. Some garlic, we are not even going to bother cutting it, just smash it because it's all going in the cooker. Then this is my additions of all these things. So this is orange peel, which was going to give a really nice sweetness and that tang that because it's a rich dish and we want a little bit of tang to it as well. Now another addition of mine is adding apricots. This will give sweetness to it. So we have some plain flour for dredging our lamb shanks in, and then some paprika to spice it up, some salt and a little bit of pepper as well, olive oil of course, and let's begin. So I'm going to begin with 2 things. I'm getting my pan hot. To our plain flour we are going to add a little bit of salt. We need seasoning in the plain flour. Then we are going to add some paprika. This is really going to spice up. Some pepper. Now normally they don't do this, they just use plain flour, but I like spice, so I've completely dried them out because you must dry it out, otherwise the plain flour won't stick to it. So we must dry it around also, really cover it very well, even on all the sides. Okay, let's just spread the oil all around the pan, and it's nice and hot. Okay, so we can put shanks in it. Gently place it in. Whilst our shanks are frying, we will start cutting up the apricots and the tomatoes. We are going to use a couple of apricots, about 5-6 apricots. I forgot to tell you that we also need to add in bay leaves. Please don't forget bay leaves. Okay, so we're just going to roughly chop up our apricots. So this is our apricots. We are going to just bash up our garlic as well. Just roughly chop and bash them up and just chop. It's all right. It's all going to cook. Oh, it's beautifully browned. Okay, we have to brown it on the other side as well, and also on the sides, because the sides are pretty thick, so we must have them browned on all sides. We just chop our tomatoes into 2. That's enough. These are slightly overripe tomatoes and it works really well. Okay, I'm also going to fry it on the sides. Okay, so our veal shanks have really fried well on all sides, and I'm going to remove it and keep it in a dish. And I'm going to also take this balance oil and all the juices that came out and pour it over the veal shanks. They're not going to waste anything, and then we take fresh oil again. Pouring some more hot oil in our hot pan. Now this is to fry the mirepoix, and we start off with frying the onion. We're going to fry the onion, and none of this has to fry for too long, just a couple of minutes. Now into the onion, I'm just going to add the red chili, which I've just split into two, and also add some salt. Onions have been frying for like a minute, and now we are going to add in our garlic, our roughly chopped garlic. We'll add our spices now, our bay leaves, cinnamon, cloves, peppers, thymes. This really gives it, the flavors of whole spices. It's just amazing. Okay, now we will add in our celery, chopped celery, and our carrots. Nicely mix it up. So this has to fry now for a couple of minutes as well. So our mirepoix has been frying away. It's been about 2-3 minutes. And now we will add in our orange peels. You know, the orange is such a strong fruit. Like the peels it just gives a different dimension to the whole dish, and it's so aromatic. You know, it's wonderful to use with meats. And also our apricots for sweetness. So all this is looking so colorful and beautiful. Add in our tomatoes. And also we will add in now our tomato puree, about 2 lovely tablespoons. 2 tablespoons. And just a little bit is left, so I'm just going to wash it down with water and add in. This is a balanced tomato puree. Now we are going to add in our mutton stock, our really flavorful, rich mutton stock. Okay, at this stage, I just want to taste this to know whether I need to add in a little more salt before we put it in the cooker to cook. It's absolutely perfect, and now we're going to add in our veal shanks, and we're going to put in the cooker. I told you we can always cook it for 2 hours in a cast iron pot. I'm adding this into the cooker. But this works equally well. All right, and then you also take all the juices that came out, add that as well, and gently pour it from the pan into the cooker. This is going to cook for 20 minutes in the cooker. Okay, so it's going to cook for 20 minutes. And after it's cooked, please don't open the cooker for at least 30 minutes, so that it has time for it to simmer still inside the cooker. After 20 minutes, when it's completely cooled down, then we will open it. Okay friends, it's been cooking for 20 minutes. It's been cooling for another 30 minutes, and we are going to open the cooker and we are going to check our veal shanks, and look at how beautiful they look. We're also going to check if it's done. You see how soft it is. It's beautifully done. We are going to gently remove. Oh my god, it's so soft, even the bones are coming off. We're going to remove this into a pan. Now this is the gravy that's left behind, so we are going to mash it up a little bit, and we are going to strain it and put it back on the veal shanks. So I'm going to strain it through this, mash it up nicely. The veggies have all done their work and we don't need them. I want a really nice, clear, thick gravy or sauce, whatever you want to call it. It up really well. Make sure that you are extracting every last drop of this wonderful gravy. As you can see, I have extracted everything, and this is what's left of it. Everything is being really pressed down and squeezed out, and okay, we don't need this anymore. And I just want to show you what this beautiful gravy looks like now. So this is a beautiful, thick, aromatic gravy that's there, and now we are going to add this to our veal shanks. Okay. This we are going to cook it for about 5 more minutes until it's fully heated up. I'm going to pour this gravy all over, even the marrow. The marrow is so delicious in the Osso Bucco, I can't tell you. You have to really make this and try it to know how delicious it is. Just tasted the gravy and it's perfect. It's got that slight heat from the red chili. It's got the sweetness of the apricots. Our gravy is really nice and thick. It's been cooking for about 10 minutes. And I'm going to be serving this with mashed potato, creamy mashed potatoes with cheese in it. And you can serve it with rice, you can serve it with polenta, you can serve it with quinoa, you can serve it with whatever you feel like having it with. Friends, our Osso Bucco is ready, and now it's time to plate it. So I have got some mashed potatoes over here, and I've just added some milk and cheese and a little bit of butter, salt, pepper, nutmeg. That's all. Now we are going to plate this. Just realize I can't do it with 1 spoon, I need 2. So and then you can garnish it with some celery leaves. There we have it. It's a delicious Osso Bucco. Please do try it, and I'm sure it's going to be fantastic when you all make it as well. It's so easy to make it. Until the next time, until the next episode of Sam's Everyday Cooking, please do keep joining me. Please subscribe to my channel as well, and stay well, stay happy, stay healthy. See you, friends. Until next time.